Here, guys. There you go. It's moving day. They got to be moved out to the grow out cages. Eat your fill, guys. Some of you are going bye-bye today.
We're selling off the excess quail.
And the ones that don't sell are freezer can.
That's right.
Yeah, we got to separate them. The girls are going in here, and the young boys are going over into the summer home. That way they're closer to the house when they get ready to butcher. That was good. There's a blooper for you. Came unscrewed. See, we do everything live.
Well, not live, but we don't bother with the editing stuff.
Yeah. Just got my shoes wet.
Once in a while, just for
They'll
kicks.
dry out. It's going to be hot today.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try this again. Don't try this at home. There we go. That's different. Okay, guys, girls. Turn that so that the... Alright, let's get some of you girls into the summer home here. That's a girl. There's a girl. There's a girl. Need at least 20 of these girls. Oh. We got a lot of males here. Seven of them. 10, right? Yep. Guess I better get a cage. You just started pulling some males out, huh? There's another one. 11. Yeah, there's still quite a few females. Guess they're getting all crowded in there. 13. 14. 15. Well, I'm going to have to wait until I can. There's 15 of those. I'll put those over into the cage and then pull some of the males out of here so I can get a better count on females. Right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15. I'll count them again before I put them in the cage over here. I should bring that cage over so I'm not doing so much bending. Feed bucket. Still got to do the boys down on the lawn. Okay, girls. Okay, there's 15. Whoa! Gotcha. Almost lost one. Alright, new 5. Okay. 15 Now back over to pull some of the males out. I'm not even going to bother counting them.
Do you want to keep them separate for the gentleman combs?
Yes.
And that way you just keep the females in there and then...
Well, I'm going to put all the males down below and he can pick and choose what males he wants.
Okay.
Just going to double check them as I put them in here.
And we're just selling the quail off and eating the rest this year. We're not sure what we're going to do next year. We may go all out, get peacocks, game birds, chickens like we have other years, or we may take a break and just garden. We're not sure yet. But this winter...
Things change every season.
Right. This winter we didn't want to be taking care of the animals out in all the pens, so we decided to sell everything off for the winter. And if you raise chickens and birds and stuff, a lot of times you want to have the young birds anyway. You don't want to necessarily save all the old birds because they stop laying and things like that. So it's not a bad thing to restock once in a while. And it gives other farmers in the area to try their hand at stuff. And Clay will usually coach them if they want help. They can call him and he'll tell them and help them for free.
Well, I'm not afraid to give out information.
No, we like to help people. I say it like that because we don't charge fees for that stuff. We just help people.
Oh, I'm nice males here.
Oh, good. We enjoy helping people actually. So it's, I didn't mean to say like for free. I meant to say like, you know, it's not, there's no cost. So if they have questions, but you know, and then he'll usually give them, you know, our channel and some other channels that have quail that they can check out so that he can help them if they have questions. We don't monetize our channel, so we're just, you know, we're just enjoying YouTube.
One more.
How many males did you get to count? Any of them or not really?
No, I didn't count them.
Okay.
I'll count them when I put them in down below.
Okay.
Because these are going to be the meat birds. Because everybody wants hens, they don't want males. I gotta save this feed and take it down to the other group.
Yeah, we're letting people buy as many hens as they want because we figured whatever's left we'd eat. So that's not an issue at all. Because some people won't sell you that many females without
No,
the
they
males.
want to sell them in groups of one male per 4 hens. But.
Yeah. And who knows, if it works out for us, maybe we'll do that next year. We'll just keep the males and everyone else can have as many females as they want. We'll see.
Everybody wants laying hens. Well,
for 2 people, we have so many eggs, we'll never eat them all.
all right.
How many quail eggs, when we had all of them, were you getting a day, you think?
When we had all of them, I was getting probably 30 eggs a day.
which is a lot. When they were young birds too, just starting out.
Alright. Oh, you guys are heavy. Get ready by the handle here. I'm gonna come back up and get that other cage. You can't carry this. So.
I came with my good hand. I've got this.
Is that your good hand?
This is my good hand. Where am I carrying it?
Down to that side.
Okay.
I've got to bring the cage down to get something to suck this in.
If you're new to my channel, I broke my wrist twice this year, and I just started physical therapy for my hand, so I'm able to hold the camera. It hurts a little bit, but it's probably good to build up the strength. But I have learned to be left-handed. That was the best thing to happen through this. And I want to use my left hand. I want to be more left-handed. Okay, here we go. More quail.
We got to catch up them other guys and put them over with the other older quail.
Which ones?
The 4 that are in this side.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Alright. We've been pretty fortunate that the people that have been contacting us on Craigslist. I don't know if you've ever dealt with people on Craigslist, but they tend to have a bunch of kids that get on there and want to text you for an hour asking questions about how many.
And you don't know if it's a kid until you
talk to someone.
and then it's like, I gotta ask my mom, and it's like,
Yeah, when they say they gotta ask their mom, you know they're a kid.
So you're like, no, we talked to a parent.
Well, get away from the door. Alright, get yourself stuck in there. One at a time. Nice looking male though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tell they're male because of the chestnut.
Oh, yeah.
breast. There's the water coming out. Okay, you're good. Alright, let's catch the other tree.
One of the girls that bought quail loved this watering system, so we had another quail cage. We let her buy it from us.
Yeah, I could have used it, but I don't need to store all that.
Yeah.
I got all this I can raise them up in. How'd you get over here? You sneaked by, did you?
They snuck by. And if you're new to quail, this cage height thing that you hear, they don't jump that high, but you never want to have an open top on quail.
Yeah, you won't have any quail.
You won't have any quail left.
Alright, she's over there.
They don't break their necks and all that.
I never had one break.
There's a bunch of myths out there. I think what happens is one person says it on YouTube and everybody else repeats it because they never experienced it possibly. And so they want to make sure, you know, but it doesn't happen. It's a myth. We've been raising quail for a long time. And the same thing with African violets.
Alright,
You
boys,
can
I'll give you yours. And
you can get the leaves wet on African violets. You just can't pour cold water on them. They only like room temperature, warm. A lot of myths out there, right there.
yeah, I don't pay attention to all the myths.
No.
Your best bet is hands-on.
Exactly. With anything of farming. Or find the oldest farmer you know and ask them questions. And even sometimes then they don't know unless they've been doing it, right?
Well,
Sometimes
if they've never raised something, they aren't going to be able to tell you how to do it.
Exactly.
The first thing out of my mouth is, you ever had quail before when they buy them?
You ever have quail and bring a box? You know, that kind of.
They come and they think you're going to give them a free cage or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because sometimes people are new and they don't understand how it rolls. Especially with so many people getting into farming. And you can bring a box and go buy a cage if it's a fast thing. Most farmers will let you do that, you know, as long as it has air holes and everything. And if you do get birds, you don't want to put them in your car in the heat. Because some people, they, you know, you when you get them, you have to like house them right where they're supposed to be. You don't just leave them out.
Yeah, we had
a long time ago.
We had a problem. I had turkeys in the paper, and a man came over and wanted to buy a tom and a hen. And I said, "You got a place to put these when you get home?" He goes, "Oh yeah." And so I sold them to him. And about 3 hours later, he calls.
This was a few years back.
Yeah, well, this was probably 8 years back.
Yeah.
He said, "The hen's dead." I go, "What happened?" He goes, "Well, I was fixing the barn to put them in, and they were still in the cage in the back of the truck." Well, it was 85 that day.
Or more.
In the sun. So it was probably 95 in the back of a metal truck. And he left them in the cage for 3 hours in the direct sun. Well,
yeah.
Turkeys stress out really easy.
Yeah.
Well, it killed the hen. He wanted me to reimburse him. I said, "You left it in the cage for 3 hours. You told me you had a place to put them."
Yeah, because with.
And then he's screaming at me, "Well, my wife's going to kill me." I go, "Well, then you better prepare to buy a funeral home, because I'm not giving you your money back."
Well, the thing about it is with birds, and we
you
tell.
have to be set up for it. Don't just buy something and not have a barn or a cage to put them in.
And we don't share that to sound mean, but Clay's an old farmer. He's been doing this for 50 years, and that's how they are. It's like, you didn't come over with enough sense to, and I asked you, you know, that's just how it is.
My mouth is, are you set up for what you're buying?
Farmers will do anything for you and stuff, but they, you know, they're straight shooters and tell you it like it is. Which is what I love, even though I'm a city girl. I don't want to guess. I like to know. So anyway, we're running to the end of this video, guys. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you learned a little bit about quail today and how to transport them and how to, you know, how it goes when you move and sell them and want to relocate, or if you're retiring or getting into them, the thoughts and the process. And see, now he's going to put them in this cage, so when the gentleman comes to pick the birds, he can pick what he wants. Because, you know, we're selling everything up, but sometimes people will also separate their breeding stock from the stuff they're going to sell, because they don't want them taking all maybe their breeding stock, because then they don't have their breeding stock. But we're just selling all of our stuff off. But just when you get into the birds and you want to learn the process, and if you have never heard of quail, they are eating birds. People do eat them. They look small, but they're like a delicacy. The quail eggs are big sellers. The birds are big sellers. And they're in high demand. And a lot of people can't keep quail because they don't take care of them, right? They don't want to feed them. They don't want to put the money into them. And if you don't do that, you probably won't have quail. And most of the people that, if they are reputable and they sell them to you, they will help you a little bit. You know what I mean?
23 of them.
Okay. So just so...
Yeah, you have to... Quail have to have a higher protein when you feed them. You can't just give them laying mash from a chicken feed. Oh, scratch myself.
They won't, yeah. So you got to take really good care of them. But I hope this helps you guys with the process. And if you have any questions about quail, and again, if you're looking to purchase them, find a reputable buyer. And if you want eggs, there's a lot of times you can even get eggs online.
I have to close these up, and I got to go pick up the eggs from last night.
Okay, guys, remember,
big or small, you too could be a backyard farm.
God bless.